تهیه و تنظیم در استودیو بیزرایز.
You don't know that person until you're 33.
No, it's true.
Women need to be smart about their timelines in the same way men need to be smart about their timelines.
I definitely agree.
And by the way, if you're in that situation, that's how the chips fell, right?
Yeah.
For example, my mother. I don't think I've cried a real tear, I don't know, maybe 15 years.
I cry like once a day.
No, actually, wait, no, breakup.
A good cry every now and then is honestly, sometimes I just cry to cry and I feel amazing after.
I will cry when I see my mother get married. Like that will probably be the happiest day of my entire life. And I think about her a lot. And I also know that puts some stress on her. So my point is, if you're a 45-year-old woman and you're alone, the things I'm saying, I'm not trying to look down at your situation.
Doesn't mean you're never going to get a man.
It doesn't mean you're never going to get a man. It doesn't mean any of these things. But that's also why I give guys the advice. If you're a guy from the age of 20 to 25 and you haven't made something of your life, I mean something really big of your life, stay at home.
Yeah.
Work.
Do you believe it's a man's job to mold a woman into like the perfect woman?
I think women have so much power, and I think the modern world doesn't want to highlight that. Like I think at the end of the day, if you've got a true queen, that king will always confide in her. There's certain things where a woman will shape and mold a man, and that's more from an emotional perspective,
Spiritual perspective, teaching him that life isn't always just tension, you know, how to ease up. But I think from a worldview perspective, it is a man's duty to mold his partner, his wife. At the end of the day, I understand I have very traditional values, but I think there's certain perspectives and worldviews that a man needs to mold not only his partner, but his family on. Is religion a priority for you?
Faith is important for me, and faith I've had from a young age. Faith, prayer. I think religion is just, what textbook do you believe is correct?
I see it as a guide. Religion in general is like a very beautiful thing. I think what I like so much about it is the discipline that comes with having a religion. Like for example, in Islam, like there's a lot of sacrifices that you make for God, and you do that because you have so much faith and belief and love for God. And I think that's amazing. What do you think about that?
All religions are speaking the word of God. It's just, who do you think delivered it in the correct way?
Or like what resonates most?
What resonates, and which playbook for life do you think is the correct one? I have not made that decision yet. Bear in mind, my name Iman means faith in Arabic. I don't know, maybe something changes, but I don't exactly see myself dying Christian. I think realistically when I die, I do die a Muslim. But I was also technically born a Muslim. I've just went on a little side quest and strayed away from it. But I still live my life with faith, and even from a young age, I live my life knowing that, you know, I have to answer to God.
And God sees everything.
Yeah, he's all-knowing, all-seeing, so.
I just like shaking you on a good point.
Yeah. It's like little T-Rex hands.
That's not very nice. Would it be better if I had some fucking big chunky hands?
No, I'm just saying you have potentially some of the smallest hands I've ever seen.
Now I'm insecure. Okay, I think we should set the record straight once and for all. Because 99.9% of these questions have been to do with the non-existent sexual chemistry between you and I. Have we ever had sexual fantasies about each other?
The story of how we met. My friend wanted to have a party, so he told me to arrange.
He's having a house party or something.
He was having a house party.
Yeah.
You remember who? So you arrive. All white, I remember. All white. And I'm like kind of manning the door. It's so funny because we were like
14.
14.
And it was like such a big deal in our heads as well.
So at the time I see you and I was like, wow. I'm like, damn. So anyways, I go up, we start chatting. I had a girlfriend at the time. And I told you, I have a girlfriend, but I want you to meet my friend. Such and such. You thought I was cute or whatever, but then you ended up dating
your best friend.
My best friend at the time. Obviously, when it's your friend's girlfriend, like any ideas
just crosses off.
Yeah, just crosses off. By the time that my relationship ended and your relationship ended, we were just
such good friends.
So familiar with each other. We've seen each other in such horrible situations where, like, it's of course, like I'm cognizant of the fact that I know people find you attractive, but it's like you finding your sister attractive. It's like
I think in a past life we probably were like brother and sister, because like we love each other like brother and sister. Like when I hear things about you, I'm just like, ugh, idiot. Like as if I'm talking about my brother. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, even, you know, before we started working together a few years ago, you were never a liability. We would bring equal value to the table. And I think that's why that friendship continued in the way that it did.
For sure. So yeah, we've never had sex.
I think we probably could have cut this video after 1 minute. The final question.
Why? The final question was great.
No, I'd say that's probably the only thing they actually cared about.
Yeah. You guys are dirty dogs.
Amara's a great woman though.
I am. Shout me out. No, not shout me out. Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Please, I beg you.
Please.
Someone DM me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I'm going to leave Amar's Instagram. So for all the fine gents, feel free to slide in.
No, that makes me sound desperate. I'm really not desperate.
I know you're not desperate.
But if you're a one of a kind,
Well,
10 out of
I'm not
10,
even going to mention the guys who are in your DMs. Your Instagram is just a cesspool for famous people to...
Yeah, I'm still single. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because Iman is at only 5k subs. He could use the extra subs. Please.
تهیه و تنظیم در استدیو بیزرایز.